Hi guys. I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately. Like I've been opening with like, hi guys, and then immediately just having like crazy lady laugh. It's my normal laugh. Okay. Hey, welcome back to another episode of What the Smut Book Reviews. My name is Candace and I'm your host. I really appreciate you joining me for another episode. You guys are the best. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing a book by the name of Hate Me. Insert little cover right there. By author Ashley Jade. On the book itself, I think it says just A Jade, so I'm not entirely sure which she goes by, but like on Amazon it has her actual name, and then on the book it has just A Jade. So I don't know. Anyway, the book has 330 pages. I read this in Kindle Unlimited. So I read it for free. It was free with kind of Kindle Unlimited. If you want to purchase it for your Kindle, you can do so for the price of $3.99 right now. Because it's offered with Kindle Unlimited, I don't think it's available for Nook, like through Barnes & Nobles. I think it's like an exclusive Amazon type deal. You can get it in paperback for $14 brand new on Amazon. Again, assuming that it's going to be one of those large like trade paperbacks, which is fine for me. I actually prefer the trade paperbacks to mass market. Like, okay, fine. Like, mass markets are good portability wise because they're so small. You just like throw it in your purse and you just go. But like on a bookshelf, something about the trade paperback, it just looks so fucking stunning. You know what I mean? And I prefer it to like hardcover. Like, even though it's almost the same size as a hardcover book, the hardcover is so like excuse my lewd gesture, but it's just so, they're just so fucking heavy, right? Like granted, I have a fucking purse that's the size of a tote that has everything but the kitchen sink in it, but I'm not trying to put a fucking 400-page hardcover book in there to carry around with me to read at the doctor's office or whatever. Like, it's just not feasible. You know what I mean? They look good on the shelf, but to be honest, I think I prefer the trade paperbacks on the shelf. I don't know. That's just my opinion. To each his own. To my knowledge, you can't get this used on eBay. So digital or trade paperback is really your two only options. I will read you guys the blurb. It is very short. It gives absolutely nothing away. And then we will kind of break it down a little bit because I mentioned this in my previous video. I'm super behind in reviews. I went from reading one book in like 3 weeks and having to scramble or bullshit my way through a video so that I had something to put out. And now I'm reading so much faster and reading so many more books that I can't keep up with the reviews. Like, I can't, but there's like, I got like two here and one here, and by the time I get to review it, I've forgotten the whole fucking premise of the book because my brain's absorbed 4 other books since then. I'm gonna do the best I can. So the blurb for this book. The blurb for this book says, I'm the tormentor who makes your life a living hell, the villain you love to hate. I'm the vicious monster sleeping in the next room, the one who knows all your secrets, and I'll stop at nothing to make you pay. Okay, that's it. That's literally it. That's the whole blurb on Amazon. If I bought the trade paperback, would it have a longer blurb on the back? I don't know, maybe. But that's all that Amazon gives you. So, as you can tell by the title of the book, which is called Hate Me, is like a bully romance. I don't read a lot of bully romances, I'll be honest. I've read a few, and the most recent few, this one, and there's like one other one that I read that actually made me want to read more bully romances, and has kind of given me, like, turned me on to the realization that I think I'm into it. Like, there's just, like, am I like your quintessential female who loves to be, like, treated like garbage and then still find you attractive? When it comes to book boyfriends, maybe. Like, in real life, no, probably not. But book boyfriend, yeah, boy, like, humiliate me in front of the whole high school. But then later we're gonna, you know. So this is a like a high school bully type romance. Is it high school or are they in college? No, I think they're still in high school. Anyway, so the two main characters for this book are Aspen and Knox. Aspen is obviously the lead female character, and Knox is the male main character, the bully. They're both really damaged, like really fucked up. So in the beginning of the book, Aspen has a really close relationship with her father. She doesn't really know what he does for a living. I want to say he's like an investment banker or like some kind of con artist, low-key con artist that she didn't know was going on behind the scenes. But she has a really close relationship with him, and her mother is very like a conniving, manipulative, socialite type individual. Like, she's only there for the money, and like, you know, she doesn't have a good relationship with her mom. Her mom honestly couldn't give two shits about her. And her dad mysteriously dies. He's murdered. So the opening part of the book is like them at the funeral, and the mother is like hitting on the dad's like one of the dad's friend's brother or something, and you know, there's a weird relationship from the jump between Aspen and her dad's business partner / lawyer / cohort in whatever. Like, he claims he didn't know what was going on with like the whole like Ponzi schemes, con artist type stuff that her dad was into. But I feel like he kind of did. So he's just too close to her in this funeral scene. And immediately I was like, no. Because like, he's not like that older man, like age taboo type, like, hey daddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, not like that, but like skeevy uncle type pedophile. So yeah. So, long story short, Knox is the son of the creepy uncle's brother. Okay. So, have I lost you? I feel like I may have confused you, because I feel like I've confused myself. So Aspen's dad, who is now deceased, his lawyer, and the lawyer's brother. The lawyer's brother, or the business partner's brother, is an FBI agent, and his son is Knox. Okay. At the funeral, Aspen's mom is coming on to the FBI agent. Fast forward, however many years later, 5 years later, whatever it is. Because I want to say she was fairly young when her dad died. She was like 12 or something. Fast forward 5 years later, she's on the cusp of like turning 18. She's like 17. And she's been banging the creepy uncle guy. I mean, of no relation. Obviously, she's not related to him. but like he's like a gross replacement father figure for her, who she also has sex with. She's not really into the sex. She's more into the emotional support and whatever that she gets from him. His wife is, I think she has like scoliosis or something that makes her like wheelchair bound. And she's basically like a slowly becoming a vegetative state. Like she's consciously aware of everything that goes on around her, but physically she can't move anything from like here, right? So naturally, that on top of the fact that he's a pervo, he has seeked comfort outside of their marriage, insert Aspen, and he like takes care of her and he whatever. Aspen's mom has since married new FBI agent Skeevy Uncle's brother. Knox is now her stepbrother. Knox treats her like trash, embarrasses her in front of the whole school, constantly bullies her, constantly treats her like shit. And Knox is that kind of like damaged, where he's dangerous damaged. Not like emotionally repressed, like woe is me, feel bad for me, but like wig out, might stab you in your sleep type damaged. You know what I'm saying? At first, it seems like the dad, Knox's dad, is making an effort to try and create like this familial unit between all of them by like being nice to Aspen and like include like they sit down for dinner or breakfast every morning or something. It's like a thing that he's like very, very into. And she doesn't want anything to do with him. She's like, you know, her mom, she can't stand, so there's no relationship there. Knox, he hates her and for no apparent reason just is out to get her. And so she really wants to extricate herself from that situation. Slowly over time, the stepfather becomes more and more like wife beaterish. Like he starts exhibiting those types of like I was going to say symptoms, but that's not really like those types of characteristics where he flips out over like little things, or he becomes like deadly serious about something really stupid, and or like it'll show like bits of pieces where like the mom, or Aspen's mom, is like afraid of him, and it's because he's psychotic. Long story short, because the like 13 minutes, 14 minutes. Over the course of the book, Knox and Aspen kind of slowly start like a secret relationship. He basically bullies her into like a sexual relationship, not necessarily sex wise at first, but like maybe like oral sex or like doing stuff to him, so as not to reveal that she's been banging like his uncle, and not to divulge the fact that she's like stripping on the side to get like her own money, so she doesn't have to ask the stepdad for anything, because she doesn't want to, because she knows he's like legit crazy. So Knox is like, I won't tell them, but you gotta do stuff for me, girl. And she's like, I fucking hate you. And like she reiterates that like several times throughout the book, which I guess is where the title came from. But there's like a whole backstory to this, if that makes sense. Knox met her once on the playground as a little girl, when he was with like his uncle, and the uncle was meeting up with her dad, and he like cut her hair off, like her ponytail or whatever. And she had like the same or similar hair color to Knox's mom, who was like also murdered. Everybody thinks Knox killed his own mother. And so that lends to his like bad boy psycho reputation. What they don't know is that Knox's dad killed his mom and then made Knox like, and this part fucked me up, y'all. This part was like, what? Made Knox basically like mutilate her corpse so that his fingerprints would be on like the murder weapon. And then as part of like, because his dad's with the FBI, he could rearrange the details and like cover it up. But now he can hold that over Knox's head for like forever. He has that knife that has Knox's prints on it and the mom's blood and that kind of thing. So that's how he's been basically keeping Knox in line all these years. Knox has been secretly like low-key like plotting his revenge against his dad and just waiting for the perfect moment. From that first meeting on the playground with Aspen, he bullied her, but he also kind of had like a little infatuation with her, like a little crush. He took like a little hair ribbon from, I guess, the ponytail that he chopped off. And the dad found out about that. And he kind of played it off as like, oh, it was just a token of, you know, I took it because I cut her hair off and I wanted to remember that I had fucked her hair up. But no, like he kept it because he had like a little thing for her. And he's always had like a little thing for her. So towards the end of the book, he plans on taking revenge against his dad. He divulges to Aspen that her father was murdered by his business partner / lawyer, who she's been banging for like a couple of years now. The first time they had sex was at her dad's funeral. So like she was way underage. But he divulges that to her like as they're parked outside of like the bus station. He's getting ready to put her on the bus. He wants her as far away from the scene as possible when he goes back and basically fucks his dad up. He has a plan to kill both of their parents and the uncle for fucking with her. Aspen pretends to get on the bus, but she doesn't. And then she goes to the uncle's house, and then she wants to fuck him up for killing her dad. And yeah. So that kind of ends the book. Like, that's pretty much what happens. Like, they turn into like Bonnie and Clyde type situation where they just mass murder everybody and stage the scenes, and they're questioned by the police and nothing can get pinned on them, so they just get away with it. And I was like, what? Okay, so for the rating for the book, I gave it an 8.5. I liked the book. While I was reading it, I was like in it. Okay. The ending, okay, like the midway point where with the whole like his mom being like the dad murdering the mom and then like making his son like cut out her heart and stuff, like that shit fucked me up. That fucked me up. And I was like, okay, there's some dark stuff. But then the end was like I don't want to say it wasn't believable, because I'm sure shit like that has happened. But it felt like so unbelievable that it was good. You know what I mean? That it was like, in this realm, yeah, they could get away with that. Like, he had fucking trajectory of bullets down and everything. Like, he fucking knew what he was doing. Okay? So yeah. I enjoyed the author's writing style. I think I will look for other stuff by her. And see what else she's got going on, because I did like her style of writing. At no point was I turned off by the way stuff was worded, which I'm very quirky about. At no point was I like bored or just stalled out, like, which also has seemed to happen a lot lately, and I'm not sure why that is. It's probably my attention span. Somebody like brought this up in like one of my reader groups the other day, and it was like, have y'all ever read like half a book and then just not finish the book because you just couldn't get into it? And that happens to me all the time. But I've come to the realization that the reason that it happens is because during the time when I'm reading that book, I may be in such a weird headspace with other stuff that's going on around me, whether it be like my personal life or health issues or whatever, work, that I'm just not in the right headspace to enjoy that book. So there's been times where I will put that book down and I will come back, I'll read something else. And then I'll come back to it later and I'll be like, fuck, why did I stop reading this? This is bomb. So I think it really just depends on what's going on with you. You may not be into it right now, but that doesn't mean that it's not good. It just means that maybe there's shit going on with you that's keeping you from focusing on what's happening here. But I didn't have that problem with this book. I read this straight through. I didn't have a problem. So yeah, so that's pretty much my review. I feel like that was really bad. I'm all over the place. It's what I do. But yeah, I would recommend, if you guys like bully romances, if you like psychological thrillers, like a little psychological thriller thrown into your romance novels, like the sexy times were good. The angst was good. The I don't know, and that's why I say, I think I may start reading more bully romances, because, there's just something about, that I'm going to treat you like trash in front of other people, but, when they turn their back, I'm, clenching my fists to not reach for you, you know what I'm saying? That's, yeah. So, yeah. So, if you like enemies to lovers type stuff, if you like that kind of thing, then I think you'd enjoy this book. I would recommend it. And I think that's it. If I had anything else, it's gone. I don't know. If you like me and you like my channel, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications when I upload a new video. If you would like, you can follow me on social media. I do have a members only Facebook group, an Instagram, and a Twitter devoted to this channel. I will link them in the description box below, and I will put a banner on the screen right there, where you see. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm done. Did I give you the deets of the book? Yes, I did. Did I give you the rating? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah. All right. I really thank you guys so much for sticking with me and watching. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Will it be a review? I don't know. Maybe. Will it be a bullshit video? Maybe. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay. No. Oh my God. My shirt's on backwards. My shirt is on backwards. Okay. That's what you get. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Whoa. Okay. I constantly feel like I'm choking to death, even with a V-neck one. Good enough with the good enough with the good enough. I used to spend a long time on thumbnails, and now I'm just good enough with the good enough. Okay. I feel like my lipstick needs a touch up, but I ain't got it in here with me. Okay. I'm trying to think how this all comes about. So satisfied. So satisfied. So satisfied. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Oh my God, I'm so parched. Tea. I know what you're thinking. Bitch. You've had that takeout cup. Granted, it's plastic. But you've had that takeout cup. Cump. Dangerously close to... You've had that same takeout cup in a month's worth of videos. Okay, no. Different cup. Different lid. Different straw. So like where my husband works, they have like one of these barbecue places in the joint, like in the inside. And he brings the cups home and I use the cups because it's easier than styrofoam, because I can't find, like, styrofoam is not good for the environment, y'all. Like, I know that. But I have been known to recycle a styrofoam cup if it's like from Sonic or like a fast food place, as long as it has a lid and a straw. Because I have a beagle and his hair is literally like floating around this bitch like snow. And so if it has a lid, I'm all about that life. So yeah. This is better than styrofoam. So the end of unnecessary cup related story. I'll see you guys. Bye.